Welcome back in, everybody. We have had a banger of a series already. This series already going longer than the previous two from yesterday. We have a 1-1 deadlock on our hands. UBC rather. Both of these names always still confusing me. USC Cardinal tied at 1-1 right now. USC held serve on Fracture. UBC took it over to Pearl, their pick, where they end up winning things out. Now, Breeze will be the decider for this game 3. The loser will be packing their bags and going home from CVAL.
Yeah, and realistically, Breeze could have been either one of these teams' picks, which is what makes it so interesting. The fact that we're getting a map 3 on a map where both of these teams won on yesterday, very recent results working in their favor, means a lot, I think, in this situation. It means that both of them are going to be playing on their A games. Maybe in this situation, no, USC just had better strategies for Fracture, and UBC had better strategies for Pearl. But in this situation, both teams have very strong strategies for Breeze, and that's what makes this so interesting. The fact that both these teams are going to be coming in locked and loaded. Oh man, it's going to be so exciting to see this one play out.
I know all the data in the world cannot, summarize what's about to happen on Breeze. Both of these teams, like you said, we don't have a ton of data on either one. They seem to be very evenly matched so far, though. We have seen so many great chamber duels between Yao and IDK. So many times we saw who could get the upper hand here. We saw so many amazing plays. The rest of the team as well. We saw lots of frags coming through. Different style comps as well on Pearl. I'm questioning if Breeze will kind of give us a similar vibe or if they're going to see the same vibe. I know we're going to see the Viper, probably going to see something like the Sova as well. Curious to see if there's going to be other adaptations or maybe preferences from either side.
Yeah, but I think before that, we got to roll the replay.
Yes.
We got to check out some of these replays from this map too, because I mean, us losing our minds over Yao, that's the one I'm looking forward to. But I mean, first of all, this Ninja Diffuse, pretty crazy coming through from Yams, and then just all of these sort of gentlemen's duels, as we like to call them, always going down B long, just so many bodies hitting the floor. It was once again one of those times where it was either breakneck pace or it was slower, methodical, everyone sort of flipping the map around. That was the weird thing that happened. USC liked to play it from the opposite side of the map every single time, and it worked out in their favor in a bunch of these situations. And yes, even some of these pistol round wins coming through for the side of USC were quite interesting, to say the very least. They were able to just control the map, and then of course Yao. You know what? We'll just let Yao do Yao.
Yeah, look at 2 for 1. Yeah. Oh, this was one of the nastiest plays we have ever seen. That Marshall putting that thing to work. 4, count them 4, 5, 2 HP, by the way, for those last 2 kills. As good of a Marshall play as you will ever see, VCT, collegiate, or otherwise. That is picture-perfect chamber play. He did so well trying to keep his team in that game. Ultimately, though, UBC, they showed Pearl is their map, and I think we talked about UBC's movement and their coordination the other day. It showed up, and it showed its true colors on Pearl. They were all over the map. What seemed like sporadic rotations ended up being these big-brain 5-head plays that USC just did not really see coming, and I wonder if they can bring a similar kind of style to Breeze. You're not going to have quite as much freedom to rotate, but there's still going to be a lot of playmaking capabilities, especially in that middle area.
Yeah, and I think especially mid is going to be where the aim duels are going to happen. I mean, if we see Yao and IDK on these chambers, once again, they'll be duking it out every single time. Whether it's between pyramids, whether it's down mid from Nest or wherever, whether it's down B, from the tower, Nest over towards the tower or anything. There's so many different angles on Breeze, long angles where, it's always Vandal City there, and especially with these aim gods themselves just firing down the headhunters, firing down whatever they so desire. It's going to be so interesting to see who will come out on top, because thus far it's effectively been one apiece between these two players. They've had a little bit of a rivalry going on between them, and I'm just curious to see if they will continue that high level of play here as we get over to map 3 and Breeze. Once again, as we mentioned off the top, both of these teams, it could have been one of their map picks. They didn't, but they left it up. It's as if they were saying, you pick Breeze. No, you pick Breeze. They're playing hooky a little bit with it, and then said, you know what? Just let the game pick Breeze.
Playing a little bit of hot potato with those maps, trying to see who is going to blink and take that one. I wonder what kind of agents. I said we saw some variation on Pearl, so I would not be surprised if we saw a decent amount of variation on Breeze, some kind of adaptation, maybe something a little bit off meta, although we're still, you got to rely on those comfort picks as well for a lot of these players. We saw Puff Daddy play that Reyna. I think he does like to play this Reyna on Breeze as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that get pulled out. Curious what the answer would be on that other side. Does Pearson play the Raze? Does he play the Jet? Does he answer with the Reyna? It's always interesting to see what these two teams are going to bring out, and hey, everything is on the line right now. Every mistake is heightened. Every big play is heightened. The moment is going to be a massive one. Are both of these teams ready, though, for it?
Oh, I'd hope so, and it seems as if they are ready. So we're going to get on to Breeze here. Very curious to see how this one plays out. Of course, both of these teams having some very strong performances on it yesterday.
Yep.
And now going to be pulling it out in map 3. This is winner take, well, not all quite yet, but winner move on at the very least. It's lose or lose
Winner
all
take.
at this point. Top 4 down to top 3. Whoever moves on here is guaranteed at least a decent shot at getting into that lane. You've got one more game ahead of you, but if you lose, you are going to be waiting until January. Get yourselves locked and loaded again. For all those agent changes coming through, you need to show your determination. You need to show your grit in these situations. And at the very end of the day, it is all about the experience. It's all about how well you can play as a team.
Exactly. It's all about that coordination. UBC, they are like, it's like they move on a string. We talk about it in kind of basketball terms. Stay connected to one string. You're like connected to a tether. You kind of move where your team moves, go in the same direction, kind of be in that flow state. Both these teams have shown they are very capable of doing that. They don't always rely on that one person to pop off. They make it happen in a team setting. Curious to see, though. It's going to be an early A site push. Nothing surprising. This is going to be that default. A completely given up, which is a little bit surprising, though, because A is always the default.
It's very surprising because there's 2 members walking down tube, and now it's just sort of playing lineup Larry at that. Shots coming down, Netgear not quite going to land them. Hammer collecting 2. Actually, IDK going to be able to supplement that one. And now just a bunch of members rotating over from B. The chamber going to be coming out the back. It's just not the greatest of positionings because even if you're finding these frags, they're not in the best of positions. It's going to be 3v3 for the time being. Hammer, Yams taking a little bit of damage both ways, and now Josh and Puff Daddy is it. They're going to be looking for whatever they can. Not a lot of time. Yao trying to find a defuse as well. Oh my, Josh coming around the side here. Finds another head tap. Will he find the second one? It's all down to Hammer and the lineup. Not quite going to be enough. Yao, do they have enough time? Yes, they do. Just barely. That's how you start ourselves on Breeze here. 0.4 seconds to open us up.
I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast as well. I said Josh on this guy, especially on Breeze, is like the Flankmeister general. This guy always ends up behind enemy lines under the cover of darkness, and he seems to find ways to chain these kills together. Finds 3 with the Ghost, I believe. Ends up swapping, picking up that Classic to try to save ammo there. Just finds ways to make that play, and then Yao on that defuse. 0.4 seconds left. It was so close to being lost out there, but they do pull that one back. They're going to put Puff Daddy on that hero rifle on that Reyna. Not surprising. Couple of Marshals going to be in tow as well to support.
And now just trying to dissuade this push is going to be the opening defense. And as you mentioned, those flanks going to come through from Josh. Going to be pivotal. Nice shot though from Yams. Finds the head there, and now just having to deal with maybe picking up that hero rifle as well if they notice. Oh my goodness, never mind. Yams is cracked. That's 2 in a row.
What a flick. Gonna find that kill onto the chamber. Recover this spike as well. The repositioning of the timing. Not gonna be able to find that one. Double spray. Looking for the third one. Oh, triple spray for Eidolon. Taking that middle of his own. Finding that triple spray. That is a beautiful play. Yams, he started off the round so hot. Quickly got that fire put out, though. That's gonna be the 2nd round in a row.
Yeah, Yams out here looking like a Palafin, going 0 to hero and then right back down to 0 afterwards. Unfortunately, not able to make it stick, but nonetheless, a couple of nice shots nonetheless. And I think, got to be proud that you're able to get a little bit of that money out of there. Specifically, I believe that was the hero rifle taken off of Puff Daddy, but somehow, someway has another one back in the inventory. So we'll see how this round works out.
Yeah, gonna be back on that Vandal. The rest of the team, though, bit of a mix by Sheriffs, Inspectors in tow. Puff Daddy looking for that early swing. Hero rifle gonna be down. Oh, the re-swing by Yao. Not gonna be enough there. Josh trying to make it happen. Just face checking this side. Not gonna find any kills, though. That's still gonna be 5 alive. Netgear spotted out by that recon bolt, but it's gonna be the plant, and it's gonna be a very tough retake.
And I mean, this time around, Josh is not going to be the one on the flanks. It's going to be Eidolon trying to find anything, but there's so much to work through. Not only is there 5 members, but there's Yams here with the weapon advantage. 3K coming through the KO. Back to being a hero, I want to say.
Yeah. Fool me, can't get fooled again. They are finally ready for that flank. They're going to have someone definitely patrolling that for the next time. They do not want to get caught off guard like that again. That is going to be 1 on the board for USC now, though. Trying to find some way back into this game, or rather UBC here. USC trying to take control of this game. Josh, though, his Sky, so dynamite. Going to be starting to teeter on these ultimates. Null Command, going to be ready for Yams, though. Both of these teams, though, putting together massive by Yao. Back on that operator. See if he can make a difference with it. Round 4 op. Gotta love it.
Yeah, we'll see what angles they're able to find. Up through mid doors, especially. Seems as if just waiting for their time. And I mean, this is one of 5 spots that you can off on Chamber there. IDK going to be able to find that kill onto Puff Daddy, though. A little bit of a mismatch there, but nonetheless still going to work out in their favor. But once again, Josh working up slowly but surely. We're right into the teeth of the defense. Yams finds another one. It's the aggression this time from USC, getting punished here by University of British Columbia.
Yeah, Neptune going to pick up that one. Yams immediately there to trade that one out, though. Going to be into this 4v2 Hammer. Going to be able to find this plant as well. Start to set up this retake here. A mess of Viper utility going to be on the backside of that site. Going to be so difficult to navigate. Heo Knife going to go out there, try to gather some information as well. Spotting out that Viper, at least for the time being. Just waiting to see Yao on this operator as well, though, lurking in that backside.
Slowly but surely just trying to find any sort of angles that they can. See exactly where these members are sort of camping out. Yao, I have to feel like they're just going to be holding their gun, not trying to find anything crazy. Find some exit frags at that, but even then, it's on the opposite side of the map. Not going to be in the best of situations for them to try and push forward. As you can see, Eidolon even just holding their own through mid. Don't want to find any picks, and it's just every member of UBC just backing right out. They're not going to risk anything. They're not going to try and chase down guns this early on into the game. Going to be another round picked up for themselves.
Yeah, maybe map 1 you would have seen one of these teams try to make a play. When it comes down to map 3 and everything hangs in the balance, all those mistakes they know could be punished even more severely. They're going to take their loss there, back away. Yao still on this operator, that glass cannon, so to speak. Puff Daddy going to be on this Phantom as well. They're trying to scrape together as best of a buy as they can, but look at that other side. That is a whole lot of rifles and a whole lot of money in the bank as well.
Yeah, and Yem's just popping off already. I mean, we got those couple of Sheriff head taps coming through round 2, and then has just been able to continue these multi-kills every single round. Just finding absolutely everything that they want. Pearson, though, aggressively lurking once again up through Cave. With that dash, you have so many options. Puff Daddy will finally find that kill on to Yams. Will immediately get traded out, though, so it's just going to be the 1-for-1 for now.
Yeah, just a nice little 1-for-1 to kick things off, basically into this 4v4. Now things are going to be dead even. Once again, the A preference for the time being, at least for this UBC side, trying to spot out. There's 2 members of USC, though, ready to contest this top part of Ropes. Hammer gonna get those lineups ready. Gonna maybe try to get this A execute going as well. All 3 of these members waiting for the wall to go up. The Cloudburst gonna get popped as well. Pearson dashing on the backside site here. They should be able to find this plant. And once again, we're gonna have to see this little 4v4 retake.
Yeah, going to be a little bit difficult. Josh Izzle this time not going to be going in on the flank, but it is Eidolon doing it once again. Viper's Pit going to be dropped. Going to just keep the site as safe as possible. They want to make sure that they are dotting their I's, crossing their T's. They don't want to give over any extra chances, any sort of clutches in the situation. If they plant, they want to be able to secure that. Pearson going to be able to find one onto Netgear. Yao going to be caught off on the side. The Chamber able to pick one up on the opposite side. IDK. Benefactor of that one, Josh Izzle just firing shots in, unable to find anything, and Eidolon too late on the flank, is able to pick up one, but it's UBC collecting a third. Yeah,
UBC off to a very, very strong start, pretty much taking this A site at will these last couple rounds, even if they end up losing 1 member in the process. Look at this economy, though. They are rolling in the dough right now. I don't know, at 7.5, Yem's at 7.8k in the bank, and they still have full rifles and full armor. They are set up beautifully for these next couple of rounds. If they can keep this USC team stunted, kind of in the ground, at least take off a couple of these guns each round, they are setting themselves up very, very nicely right now.
And interesting to see that Puff Daddy just keeps going for Vandal. Vandal. Every single round just able to afford it and not really afford any util the opposite way if they get a kill. And even if they lose, the lost streak money going to be keeping them topped up. And no shields, just basically expecting to be able to find a kill, able to get that overheal, and then effectively have those shields in tow. So it's an aggressive play, but thus far not quite working out. And it might just be, game 3, you're starting to get a little bit long in the tooth. You're getting a little bit tired. Yao, though, going to be able to find that one onto IDK, finally able to strike back. Round 6.
Yeah, a little jump scare for Yao there is going to pick up that kill. That's what USC is looking for. But just like that Hammer, he's going to answer that bell and take out Yao. No Chamber present in the rest of this round. Pearson finding that kill over onto Nepgear. Puff Daddy, though, trading things out right away. Both of these teams still going back and forth. Headshots galore this round so far. It's going to be USC popping those Seekers as well, though, trying to scale this information. They're going to spot out Pearson here over here on this A site. Lear and Seeker perfectly timed, though. Now it's going to be all onto Hammer. 2 HP and a dream. Marshall's shot will be enough for Josh there, and USC is going to knot things up at 3s.
Yeah, really well played round, just overall pushing together as a team, making sure that they are double, triple peaking every single situation and guaranteeing themselves that round. I think the main thing there was just that Puff Daddy was able to get themselves a kill and then they were able to get that overheal, able to sort of snowball that forward. It's the early game sort of deal when it comes to Puff Daddy. You know what we were talking about yesterday, you know, doesn't really have the scaling into the later stages, but in those early rounds, you find a kill, you're able to just continue to push that forward at will, just with those overheals, with those dismisses and everything that you're able to do on that agent.
Yeah, and USC gonna have to try to put together another round or two just like that, get this economy more back on an even playing field. They are gonna see full armor. Those 4 Vandals gonna be surrounding that operator sandwich that Yao is going to be taking out here. We're gonna see that tour de force coming through on the other side though. Maybe we'll see good old-fashioned chamber v chamber in this middle area. Early Viper Pit onto A. Gonna be challenged early on though. See if they can survive. Eidolon, he will hold serve. He will protect the pit. IDK though on that tour de force. That's gonna be Yao down for the count.
Yeah, and just holding an odd angle at that, but just knowing that Yao was going to look for something a little bit off the wall, mounting up that wall quite literally to try and find some sort of angle. Eidolon in that Viper Spit was able to find a pick on a Pearson, but now 4 members pushing towards this B site. Are they just falling into the teeth of the defense? Once again, Null Command going to be Puff Daddy with an operator of their own going to be able to pick one up on the opposite side. IDK finding another one. Puff Daddy finds a second kill for themselves. It's trades back and forth. Yet Nepgear now going to be forced to hold the line. Eidolon's still a long way away. UBC looking like they've got the site under control, and it's all Nepgear and Eidolon on this flank.
Yeah, those double shock darts trying to spot out there. He is going to find that kill onto Noob. Beautiful timing with those shock darts. Still at 150 health as well. Sending out that recon dart. Yams on the backside of this tower, trying to play a little ring around the Rosie, trying to buy some time till his teammate can come help. Yams though gonna shut that one down. Now into this 2v1. Yams, beautiful reswing, finds that second frag. He'll hold the fort down for UBC. They're gonna take that round and take the lead back.
Yam's been taking some of these sort of odd man situations personally, just making sure that they are the ones to execute at the end of the day. And now the economy is once again a little bit lacking on the opposite side here. Puff Daddy going to be picking up that Vandal as expected. There is a tour de force available for Yao, but Nepgear going to be the one sort of feeling worse for wear. Granted, that Hunter's Focus definitely could secure a round or two, or specifically this round, if they can find themselves a rifle in the next round. It's all down to if you've got those lineups, if you've got the nerd strats.
Exactly. Do you have those strategies? Tour de force coming out for that USC side now. They do have that Empress and the Hunter's Fury should a moment arise to pop either one of those. Early on though, this tour de force going to be that massive threat. You can see a lot more of a measured approach here from USC, trying to play toward this A site, not wanting to give up that A site maybe as easily this time. You can see you're going to send that one lone member over to B though, trying to see if they can stir something up.
Here.
And look at where Puff Daddy's sitting. They're sitting underneath Nest in just the most rat corner, just in case anyone is coming out through elbow. Going to be able to sort of spot out anyone on top. But Pearson going to be dashing onto site so aggressively every single time. Finds one, able to take down the tour de force. It's another one picked up by the Jet. And Pearson has come alive. Finds a couple of frags. They get themselves access onto the site and now going to be focused on holding down the flanks.
Yeah, Plant now going to come through. Hemmer going to be the one to plant that bomb down. IDK, operator angle. Shot found over onto Nepgear. Trying to find the flick. Yams is going to pick one up. Hemmer will round things out for UBC. They're going to rack up a flawless. I don't even think they maybe took more than 2 or 3 bullets of damage. IDK, the only one getting tagged up. So about as flawless can get. And this economy still so healthy for this UBC side.
Yeah, and it's going to be difficult for the side of USC to find themselves around at least exactly now. A couple of battle stingers coming through. Really depends on what sort of rotations they're able to do. And in some ways, it might be one of those cases where you gamble a site. That is exactly what they seem to be doing, but they're gambling on the wrong side. This is what happens when you put your money on red and it goes black. It is 5 members strong, pushing down B site. And oh boy, Eidolon's going to have to make something.
Poison's gone.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's very tough to fight off that 1v3 exactly. Getting pinched like swarming like a bunch of vultures there. Now they're going to have that 5v4 advantage, not really taking too much damage either. Going to be pretty much all intact there. Now this is going to be very tricky for these Cardinals to try to fly in here and make something happen. We see Josh trying to get some utility flooded through that middle area, trying to follow that bird, that Trailblazer. Both these teams now seeing who's going to blink. IDK going to find that op shot. The one to Yao. Why not a second over onto Josh? Now it's into a 5v2. Still dangerous. Still lurking with this op. Yams always good for 1. How about good for 2 though? Back-to-back flawless for UBC. They are really finding their stride.
It's really interesting. The Forsaken Vandal, they just sort of fly off like a flock of crows or maybe a flock of cardinals, and that's what's happening every single time Yams is able to lay down the law. able to just send them off into the abyss. 6-3 now the score line. Of course, the streakiness returning once again after losing pistol, after losing the bonus off the back end of it. It's been 6 out of the last 7 in favor of UBC. They are so reliant on momentum every single time. They want to try and take advantage of that. Once again, the gamble's going to come through, not quite to the same extent. Already aggressive pushes down tube here, at least from the side of Puff Daddy. Are they going to be able to find a shot? No, IDK is just way too strong with it.
He has not missed, I swear, his last 5 or 6 op shots. He is pretty much a sure shooter there. Through the smoke, though, Josh going to find that kill. Hunter's Fury now going to get popped as well. Try to dissuade this plant. Yao going to get set up with that operator. They're going to start the res over onto Yams, though. They should be able to find it. They will actually. IDK still alive, still thriving on this operator. That's going to be Yao down. That is a massive pick to try to help open things up. Spike yet to be planted. Josh holding this tight angle. Nep, you're going to find the first one. And Josh is going to find the spray. Drops that spike down behind Pyramid. That's going to be a tricky spot. And just like that, UBC, IDK hit 2 great shots, but they're falling apart.
And it's just holding down the fortress. You know, there's 3 pyramids there. It's the 2 that are on the map, and then Josh holding down the fort, finding it right through the smoke there. And just a really great angle, able to just sort of camp out behind it. Now IDK reluctantly gonna have to try and back off. Try and peek some of these ones. As you mentioned, you know, maybe a map 1 vibe if you're gonna do that, but Eidolon holding the rat angle. It's gonna be another operator in the jaws here for the side of USC. And this is dangerous because, you know, multiple operators on this defense, not the worst case scenario. Yes, it's going to be over onto Yao's pocket, but we've seen Puff Daddy pull that out before if they so desire. And, you know, if they're able to potentially pick up double operator on offense here. What? Yeah, I saw Pearson hovering that for a little bit. If that was going to be the case, then, you know, there's just operators aplenty here. You know that this is that map where they just want to aim, they want to show that they are the better team.
Yeah, we're going to say a mirrored buy out of both sides here. Only 2 rounds until the half. Bladestorm and Hunter's Fury available for UBC. Probably trying to use that for some kind of post-plant situation or send that Bladestorm to try to find that early frag. IDK holding double doors with this operator. He has been so on point with this gun all day today. That is a very dangerous place to peek there. It's going to be a heavy B preference, it looks like, with IDK kind of holding down that middle area, being that sentinel, holding that lockdown area. Multiple members, though, kind of cheating toward this middle area now. Is Yao going to get the read on it, or is he going to get swung on here by multiple members?
Not quite yet. Just the timing coming through. Pearson so aggressive, just moving forward. But there's 2 members lurking at the back. Oh, never mind. Pearson gets both of them.
Puff Daddy bringing off shot to that middle area, but the damage is going to be done over on that B site. They're going to find this plant, and they're going to have a very strong positioning to hold the back line of this B site. Pearson, though, going to lose that engagement over to Yao on that operator. Both of these chambers have been so strong this game. This has been such an even game as well. Puff Daddy, beautiful job to set up that flank. Going to send that Lear out. Try to see if he can spot out Noob here. Now into a 3v3, extremely winnable. Hunter's Fury is alive and well, though, for that post plant. IDK with that op, so dangerous. Josh gonna try to find the short angle swing. Yao, operator kills back. 4th right now for both of these teams. The defuse is going to be faked. Josh trying to be that bait. Hammer, though, picking up that first kill. This is going to be a pretty much impossible play at this point for Josh. Trying to buy out that time. He is going to get taken out by Hammer, though. That's going to be a 7-4 start to this half. We are 1 round away. UBC looking to snowball this one to 8.
Last round in the
Once again, it's just keeping that momentum going, not preventing the momentum on the opposite side as well. And that is the main thing. It's just consistently, it's a round given over to USC, but then it's 3 in return every single time from the side of UBC. They want to continue this trend going forward in this map. And, you know, Breeze, one of those maps that isn't really standard as a 3rd map, a decider at that, but of course, knowing these teams is one that they're both confident on. It just seems as if UBC, they've got the download a little bit more here. It seems as if they're just a little bit more confident on this map.
I'll tell you what, when you have a Tour de Force and a Bladestorm, you're going to be feeling confident, and IDK might be the most confident man in the server right now. There's Pearson trying to find value with that Bladestorm. Seekers are going to be busted out here. No time like the present. We are 1 round till halftime. Pearson still searching. Launching a couple knives out there. Not going to find that pick he's looking for. Going to back off for the time being. Trying to play that patient game. Realizing we have the numbers advantage. We definitely have the ultimate advantage. If we play this one smart, we should have no problem cleaning this up. Yao, though, having other ideas.
Huh?
Oh,
through the wall as well. Just had an inkling of a feeling, probably a little bit of a spray down there. Now the spike just sort of stuck. It's stuck in shop here. They're going to try and rotate over, but it's still such a long walk over to B if they are to do so. They still really want to make this A hit happen, but they're just not confident enough, it feels like, to just commit to it. And that is the biggest issue, is that you need to have that confidence. Just go onto the site. If you don't have your jet, you don't have that sort of push forward presence, you don't have that one-time burst onto scene, make an appearance, find a frag, and buy some space.
30 seconds left.
Thus, slowly but surely, it's pushing forward. Again?
Okay. Hunter's Fury gonna get popped though. Gonna find that tag through the wall. Second one gonna be good. Noob tracking beautifully. Yams gonna pick up that kill as well. 3v2. Plant should come through as well. Shock darts out there to try to get this tick damage over onto Yao. Who else but Josh on this flank though? Yams reading that one, finally catching up to Josh's antics there. They're gonna take him out now. All onto Yao to try to make heads or tails of this one. He's gonna be good for the first one there. Down to 87 HP, got 24 armor. Can he find the timing through this Viper wall though? Has to guess. Yams at a cave and backside pyramid as well. This is going to be a very, very tricky play. Little ring around the rosy, not going his way. Yams once again good for 3 on the day. That's going to be an 8-4 half for UBC.
Switching sides.
I mean, Yao was basically flipping heads or tails and just hitting heads because of those 3 shots just out of nowhere, it felt like. But at the end of it, Yams is able to do it just as well and has the support of the team to back him up. Nonetheless, this map delivering already, but more so for the side of UBC. They come out a little bit stronger here. They've got themselves 8 on the attack, and now swapping sides. We'll have to see what the strategies change up to be, because Breeze is one of those maps where either we mentioned it yesterday, you're either going to go triple, quad overtime or something, or you're just going to get blown out. And thus far, it feels like it's moving towards the latter. I don't want to call this a blowout per se, but it's definitely not looking up for the side of USC. They need to turn a new page here.
Yeah, and they haven't been playing particularly bad. I feel like they've just been kind of getting outplayed by UBC up to this point. They have to find some way to shut down this 2-man tandem. They have to find a way to shut down IDK and Yams. Those two have been unstoppable on the flanks, on finding these early picks, clearing sight. Pearson, timing might be good with Nepgear here. Nepgear gonna land that first shot. Pearson wins the engagement. Double kill with that Sheriff though to open things up. Dash away to safety as well.
Yeah, and that's how you know that the side of UBC is just firing on all cylinders here. Just Pearson having that agency to peek forward. Inoob finding one onto Yao there, sort of showing up with that aim no matter what. You know, Inoob's been more so just to get that info, get the nerd lineups and all that sort of stuff. Still shows that they've got a little bit of aim up their sleeve. Now, a 5v2 situation in a pistol round, normally seen as a little bit of a coin flip. This one's going to need a little bit more of a maybe D12 roll, do we say? And, you know, you got to hit that nat 12 to be able to push forward here.
Oh, Puff Daddy going to land that shot on the IDK, but that rendezvous, the ultimate get at a Joe free card. I think they exchanged shots actually there, so HP going to be ticked down for both of these sides, but UBC, 3 fully healthy members.
There.
Puff Daddy now lurking in this middle area. Noob gonna spot him
30
out there.
seconds
Gonna get
left.
tagged one time though. Gonna send those mollies out to keep him from reswinging. Shock dart gonna come through as well. IDK gonna get spotted out. Gonna walk away with his life though. Pearson 4K on the round. 4 for 4 on those Sheriff shots. Finding ways to get it done. UBC now pushed up to 9 and they hold all the keys right now.
Making me sound like a howling dog out here with those shots, Pearson. My goodness. It just comes out of nowhere, it always feels like. Pearson just, you know, showing up in the middle of the pack there and all of a sudden just pops off with a 4K. And that's just what it feels like for the side of UBC every single time. It's been Yams as a consistent performer. IDK as a consistent performer. Pearson will just show up and say, hey, you know what? I've got my aim. I can do this. You know, Hammer will just have these lineups and be throwing out this utility, stalling out time. It's just as if everyone knows their role. They are a well-oiled machine, and they are continuing their march forward. 9 rounds, a 10th, very likely on the way if they're able to convert on this extra buy round, especially with the Guardian in the inventory. IDK finds 2 already. Ooh, already it feels as if this round is kiltering in favor of UBC.
Yeah, that Guardian gonna be so powerful, especially going up against either that Headhunter, even or the Sheriff. So just a little more firepower, a little more toolkit availability there. Puff Daddy trying to link up, trying to find some way to salvage this round. Having 2 members fall so soon, though, especially losing your Viper, kind of takes away your ability to kind of get onto site. Sky and Reyna are going to be great to try to flash you in, but you don't really have any cover now to try to get in there, slip in there, break these fights. They're going to maybe try to stack up on this B site. In this case, though, you're trying to get maybe a weapon or 2 at best, and you're praying for the best at that point.
Here.
Holding angles once again. Pearson was the one to pick up a Guardian as well, just trying to, once again, lay down the law with those long shots. Sort of trying to maneuver around here. Feels as if USC are just a little bit stuck. They're stuck in elbow. You can't really push through. There's a Viper smoke moving
30
forward.
seconds left.
Know that the teeth of the defense moving in once again, and look at who is lurking behind Yams. You give him a little bit too much time. It doesn't matter. Yams doesn't need to be there.
Wow.
Josh gonna fall down, and IDK now finds himself a 4K. It's 4Ks aplenty here.
Yeah, and this is how you can tell UBC really starting to find their stride. IDK, he found those 2 kills with the Guardian, tagged down to like 12 or 18 HP for a majority of that round, still able to keep his wits about him, end up finding 2 more of those frags. Now we're going to see a bit more of a buy coming through from USC, but this is going to be a massive round. If they get taken out this round somehow, some way, they're going to be down in the dumps. I'm not sure exactly what that comeback trail will look like, but it is going to be a very, very rough one.
Now, with the full buys in the inventory, it's going to be just a little bit more aggression to come through from the side of USC, but nonetheless, the buys on the opposite side are not bad in their own right. Granted, IDK trying to aim duel, I'm going to have a little bit of help from their friend Hammer. Marshall here as well. So aggressive moving forward. They refuse to give USC a room and an inch to breathe at this point. They say, we don't use those here, we use centimeters, and we will not give you any of those. Yao, though, gonna be able to find a back shot there onto Yams there. Here in Pearson, going battle once again, and now it's a 2v2 all of a sudden. It seemed as if the man advantage was going heavy towards the side of UBC there, but once again, USC always able to hold the line.
That timing so close for Nepgear, sending out that recon and that shock dart. IDK, even though he's low HP, Cojones of Steel ends up swinging, gonna get tagged down there. Noob.
It's not plenty for Yao.
It's not. Noob. 40 HP, shot gonna come through. Yao gonna have to try to stop this defuse. The half is gonna be found. Noob, it's all on the timing now. Can he find the reswing? Just not enough HP to win that fight. Yao gonna keep this game alive for USC, try to keep them alive, get them back on that trail now, at least stunting a little bit of UBC's momentum. They had won the last 4.
Yeah, they just gotta try and get a leg up here, and you say that you try and stunt that growth. IDK says, I'll get himself an operator there. Just gonna try and pick that one up, go for 1 shot, 1 kill. Very difficult for the side of USC to keep pace here. You see their buys. They're forced into these Vandals, it feels like, with the light shields. And, you know, that just makes it so much easier for IDK to collect those up. It could just be a leg shot plus random residual damage at this point that could find themselves a kill. So, gonna have to be careful. But once again, Puff Daddy moving up through mid, pulling out those Leers, thinking about it, trying to find the angles as well that make it work.
This double doors control always heavily contested, typically by a lot of these teams. Pearson, though, on that Blade Storm, looking for the angle. Puff Daddy lands a couple shots. Not going to be enough. Eidolon, though, there to finish that out. At least take that Blade Storm off the map before he can run rampant. Owl Drone out to this middle area now to see what is left of that fight. Not going to be a whole lot of action, though, in that middle area. Looks like A side is going to be the stage for this show right now. Nepgear, Owl Drone going to go out there. Yams, backside of this pyramid, though, the timing. He's going to swing, find that kill onto Nepgear. Eidolon trading that one back immediately. But this side, Josh going to pick up a kill as well on that backside. Pop Flash goes through. IDK gets shut down on the off. Double kill for Yao. Another big round for USC. That's going to be an operator into Yao's back pocket as well. I know he's loving that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Yao's going to love that operator. A little bit interesting to play that out on defense here, but still enough credits to get a little bit of a cohesive buy here. It's going to be Hero Rifle coming through for IDK. If we're going to trust anyone with that one on that side of UBC, you gotta think it's that chamber. Into the chambers, to say the least. They're trying to put them in the chambers of his enemies as well. It really just depends on how they play this one out. But once again, first time since Pistol rounds 1 and 2 that USC were able to find themselves a couple in a row. They just need to keep that streak going. We talk about hot streaks, we talk about momentum. That is what it is all about. They need to push this forward, and IDK will get shut down. Oh my goodness, everyone's just falling. Where'd they all go?
Speaking of momentum, Puff Daddy decided he did not want them to play the game anymore. He said, I'll see you in round 18, or round 18 rather, folks. Lear through the middle, double doors. Nepgear going to be the one to find that frag. USC starting to put a little bit of these pieces together. That was a big round. That's a huge momentum starter as well. Just to completely dominate a round like they have not this entire map. Maybe they finally have the read they're looking for, or they finally got something going, at least to, you know, support each other and get this game back going.
And granted, it was an econ round on the opposite side, but still just how quickly that ended up, and no damage going back the opposite way. Sometimes these sheriffs are able to cheese out a kill or two, but just didn't even seem to happen there, at least not in time. Of course, will it be Tour de Force versus that operator from Yao versus IDK? Chambers going to be doing battle, but aggressive push up through mid this time around, an immediate rotation out. I like this sort of bait and switch play coming through from the side of USC. They're trying to pull out different plays, get to the back of the playbook at this point, saying we're saving this for our dire situations, which is exactly right now.
Yeah, Tour de Force going to be online, always such a threat. KO Knife going to spot out some of those members there, maybe dissuade this push at least for a few seconds. Eidolon, though, this timing with ID, he is a very lucky man. He maybe smelled that Tour de Force, said, I ain't trying that one. Yao, though, wall bang over onto Pearson. That's going to be a big frag, taking that jet off the board. Yao, though, swap the Viper, send the Chamber. IDK and Yao, see who's going to win. It's going to be Yao. That is a beautiful swap. The Hunter's Fury now going to come online, see what value they can find across this A site. Not going to be a whole lot just yet. Josh getting those pop flashes going, and USC is running rough shot on this A site. Puff Daddy good for a pair. That overheal is going to be good too. What a beautiful execution over on A.
Oh my goodness, the momentum is starting to switch back once again. Just spraying them down through the doors. Firing squad happens again. Netgear secure that one up, and it's another flawless round coming through for USC. Never say die attitude living once again. My goodness, they can't keep getting away with this every single time. They're down at the half and they say, I don't think so. We're going to get this game back in our control now within 2 rounds. And once again, it's a scuffed by a couple of marshals this time, trying to recreate Yao's magic on Pearl, I suppose, if that's 3 marshals now coming through. My goodness. They're just trying to throw anything at the wall and see what sticks.
I don't necessarily hate this, though. If you put 1 or 2 people up in that middle area, if you both able to land that marshal shot, you might be able to find that kill. Or if you're Hemmer, it only takes 1 bullet. A kill onto Yao, too. That's going to be a massive one. Yam's going to get traded out in that crossfire, though. Instantly into that 4v4. Oh, Headhunter for days. IDK picking up a pair. That is massive for UBC. We mentioned that scuffed by. That Headhunter, always something to be wary of, especially with the man as dangerous as IDK. He has been running all over this server.
Oh my goodness, just... the words are starting to evade me at this point in this series. Just, you see those shots come down, you see him line them, and he gets out. And that's the most amazing part, is that you're on a save round, you're able to take away a lot of these rifles. Granted, Puff Daddy's still lurking, still trying to make that magic happen, but no, not able to land the shots quite yet. It is Eidolon trying to carry up the spike, figuring out which way to go right now. Has that Viper Spit as well, which could turn the tides. Once again, it all comes down to whether they can win the aim duels here. And with a couple marshals, if you can find those shots, you're good to go. Granted, Puff Daddy says, you're not getting a shot at me.
And they have a little bit of time still to operate. They have 30 seconds left on the board. It's going to be Pearson over on this jet on A, though. He's going to get these audio cues. He's got to know the double doors. Pearson does have the information. Only having that marshal, though, what play is he really going to be able to make? The play is to take this classic, try to get up close and personal. He's going to shut down the Viper Pit. The right click's going to be good. Swap the Vandal, not going to be enough, but he's going to buy a little bit of time at least. All on Puff Daddy. IDK, tag down on HP. Swing is going to be found. That overheal is going to come through. And Hammer, the wall bang with the Marshal. And the triple Marshal strategy ends up paying off for UBC. They keep this round in the bag, and they're going to go on to 11.
How is that the round that they're able to pull out after just, you throw something at the wall and finally it works, pays out in dividends here. They take some of that momentum away from USC. Granted, the economy's still going to be well aplenty here for the side of USC. The Tour de Force going to come online as well, and still enough buys for effectively the rest of the game. If they're able to win, even if they are to lose out, they're going to have full buys for the rest of it. So it's going to be up to UBC to keep that momentum going. Make sure that you are cutting those guns out as quickly as possible and keeping your own economy in check, because you drop this round and now you're forced into another save. Now you're forced into an endless cycle. Just what do we do with our buys? Are we buying? Are we selling? What's going on here? Do we hold? What's going on?
Hold to the moon? Not sure exactly what that strategy is going to be. That Tour de Force going to be necessary for USC to try to win over this round. Yao is going to have to go huge if they really want to have a good chance here. Oh, the lineup is there. Beautiful job to find that kill onto Noob. Sova going to be down for the remainder of this round.
Yao just lurking once again, looking for anything that they can. Just covering a lot of off angles as well. And that's what I like about Yao. So thorough. Every single play, just making sure that they are covering everything. Unfortunately for Netgear, Pearson's doing the exact same, just moving forward aggressively. Has that dash all charged up. Now just depends on where they opt to go. Buffdaddy just working through mid once again. So dangerous if someone's going to peek them, but once again, no one's home.
Lights are on, but nobody is home. Josh, holding this short angle next to box, is going to be suppressed out here. Not going to be able to use those pop flashes to try to maybe find that swing for his teammates. Puffdaddy backing up here through these double doors. Might be able to find a very good angle. Pearson, though, beautiful timing by Josh to get the jumps going, get those audio cues distracted. Josh is going to find this plant as well. This KO deep behind enemy lines, though. Yams able to pick up one frag. Going to send out that flash. Null command is going to come through as well in this 3v3. That tour de force going to be taken out for at least a few seconds. Josh, though, beautiful job to find the swing. He's going to pick up a pair. IDK not having that tour de force. The headhunter, though, going to be enough for the time being. Trying to find this last couple kills. He is going to find this revive as well. That's going to be a massive play into this 2v2. Yao, though, the tour de force is going to be too damn strong. This is going to be real tough for Yams. Now, pop flash going to be out. Not going to be enough, though. USC staying alive.
Making sure that UBC are now forced into a little bit of an interesting buy in their own right. Yes, they do have some credits on some members. Maybe Hammer's going to invest into a hero rifle for someone on the team. Depends on who that is going to be, but look at that. Knives almost unlocked here. You know, if the marshals worked last time, might as well try them again. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think UBC, that's exactly what they're trying. They need 2 rounds to get themselves into that top 3, but USC will not go down without a fight. Never say die. We've said it so many times. They're never saying die. They're never giving up until the game is over, done and dusted.
Yeah, we've seen a couple crazy plays. Just like that 4v1 Killjoy play. We thought the game was dead and gone. Crazy things have happened these last couple days. USC not ready to say goodnight yet. Pearson, though, gonna put Puffdaddy to sleep there on that Sheriff. That's gonna be a huge first frag. Double door swing. The shorty's gonna win that one out, though. Noob. Little jump scare gonna find the kill. Now gonna cross up Pearson with that operator, though. Still that short corner shorty gonna be a nightmare. We're gonna be into this 3v2, though. Hammer picking up a kill on that battle stinger once again. The eco play coming through. This is gonna be very rough. Yao on this operator. He's gonna have to make magic happen. It's gonna be so difficult, though. Viper still being alive. KO and Sova still being alive. They have all of their utility to try to spot him out, bait him out. This is going to be a next to impossible task unless he can find an early kill.
He'll actually knock down that knife. Pretty big kill just to be able to keep that teleport unlocked, but now spotted out. Just got to be so careful. Just might get tracked down. Just dancing around with the drone right as well, but Viper's Pit even going to be expended here. You know, when they've got 11, they just want to try and secure this round. They want to get to 12. Left. They don't want to risk a round at all. That is exactly what is going to happen. Hammer finds it. It's another Thrifty picked up, and now UBC on match point. They want to clear this game out. They want to move on to top 3, and they want to do it right now.
Yeah, USC gonna have to find the next 3 in a row right now. All the pressure going to be on them now. Breeze being our decider, 12-9 scoreline. Both of these teams, they have fought tooth and nail. They've gone on runs back and forth. UBC, though, ultimately showing they are a little bit too much right now. These buys, though, are going to be mirrored between both of these teams. These chambers with these operators, they both have played so well. 20 and 18 kills respectively. They have been so good. Early Seekers get invested. The Empress comes out as well. It's now or never. That null command gonna come through, though. Shots getting flung out across this A site. Yam's gonna walk away with his life. Puffdaddy down to 30 HP on this Empress, though. He finds the swing, and he's gonna get that overheal as well. Hunter Shuri coming in on that backside. Now Pearson trying to find the swing. He will succeed. Puffdaddy down. Yao did take out IDK with that operator. Both these teams so nip and tuck right now. Beautiful Sova Dart gonna find that kill. The Molly gets popped as well. The plant should come through. 3v2 retake to possibly decide the game.
He get tagged up as well as Eidolon, but they haven't used lineups this entire game. I wonder if now is the time where they're going to hop out to an odd angle, try and find those lineups on to the spike. Although Eidolon not even going to have a chance to do so. They're taken down. Inub is defusing. Who can stop this? You just got to spam it down. There's no way it ends like this. Inub will stick it. And UBC are moving on to top 3. just like that, a ninja defuse.
I can understand not wanting to play super aggressive and risk dying, but you also risk losing the game, and they end up falling asleep at the wheel on the end of that game there. The ninja defuse comes through in the 2v2. USC, they fought valiantly the middle part of that game, but Breeze, UBC, they always felt like they were a little bit a step ahead. They felt like they had at least some control over that series, and they played great. Both these teams played phenomenally, just couldn't put the last pieces together. And UBC, they're moving on, and USC Cardinal, you had a fantastic run, but you're unfortunately taking that plane home. Canada reigns supreme for the time being.
And I mean, that means that 2 of the top 3 teams in the West are guaranteed to be Canadian teams. Once again, though, USC Cardinal, what a fantastic effort put forward, fighting the demons effectively, really showing up on Fracture in that first map. Unfortunately, UBC just scaled up a little bit too much. They were able to get into their comfort zone on Pearl, and I think able to really push forward on Breeze. Nonetheless, great performance coming through from them. Looking forward to seeing them in future CVAL West as well, but unfortunately, their tournament run ends here. But UBC, they will be awaiting, interestingly, the loser of our next matchup here in Jobin. My goodness, that one's going to be the fun one here. UL Alberta versus SJSU coming up on the docket soon. But, oh my goodness, we still have to break down what exactly happened in this matchup for now.
I know, we saw such an even back and forth series. We saw map 1 going over to USC, UBC taking things over to Pearl, kind of dominating that map, and then Breeze, they got out to that nice early lead. They got a little cushion for themselves, and even though USC kind of bit back into that lead, they tried their best to battle back in there. They ultimately just fell short. UBC really looked like they strung things together at the right time. They're finding so many clutch plays, play after play from all 5 members as well. Every single member getting it done, layering that utility and playing so effectively together. They look like a cohesive unit the way they move around this map, and I cannot wait to see them play yet again. Their run gonna keep going on.
Yeah, UBC basically just going to be awaiting that result from the next matchup. But I believe for the time being, we are going to get set up for that second match of the day. So we are going to head to a short break here. A little bit of a longer break, actually, while we get set up for our second match of the day. We need it. We got to get all refreshed and recharged. But when we are back, SJSU Blue versus U Alberta Green, seeing who will move on to be the first team in the West to secure themselves that LAN